Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the North Country Outdoor Channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. As you know, if you've watched the past couple vlogs, I'm running way behind for this winter. I have to admit, for some reason it didn't really click in October that winter was coming. So November pretty much slapped me in the face, and I'm just now starting to get my trucks and my equipment ready. So right here, this truck here, this is a 2000 Silverado half-ton, and it has one of the nicer plows on it. It has a really nice Western Ultra. I really want to use that plow because it's really nice, but the problem is the rear end is out of this truck and the transfer case is out of this truck. So what I'm going to do today is going to be a little bit different, a little unconventional since I'm so short on time. My very first truck was a 99, and we still have that truck in this family, 99 Silverado, but my dad got in an accident with it and smashed the front end. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that truck, flip it over on its side with a tractor, and then kind of torch the rear end out and work on it like that, so I'm not crawling underneath of it struggling to get the rear end and the transfer case out. So that'll be cool. It's a little unconventional, but hey, this is Northern Michigan, we're in farm country, and that's how we do it. So I'll go up top and show you the truck we're going to be flipping over. We're not really going to be working on this white one today because I got to get the parts out of it first, out of the other truck first. So yeah, I just had to stop down here and show you this truck so you knew what exactly what I was doing today. Okay, so this is the truck that I'm going to be taking the rear end out of and the transfer case. As you can see here, it got a little fender bender and ruined the front end. So basically my options were take the plow off from that truck and take some front end parts off from that truck and then make this truck work, or rip the rear end and transfer case out of this one and put it in the other truck. And the other truck just all around is a little bit nicer of a truck, so has less miles on it. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. But right now we want to get the hood open because it's pretty jacked closed, so we can get the battery out of it and tip it over. Bentley. Holy hair, Bentley. This is insanity. You know Mama's got to clean this stuff up, right? When it's in the house. Little back. I can't even talk. A little bit of a fun fact here is Dad actually used to plow snow. He had a smaller operation. I obviously took it really far and got really big, but this plow right here, well, this isn't the plow, this is just the framework of it. When I was younger, Dad had an 87 Ford that plow was on for a number of years, and then he bought a 94 F250. The same plow went on that, and then when that truck went away, you can come in here, Dad. When that truck went away, I took this plow over. So this plow has a little sentimental value. It's been in my life since I was just a little kid. So, but it's junk now. There's really nothing even salvageable. This motor's broke off. Everything's busted up. So anyway, we're gonna use the truck for something good and make another truck decent. So. Oh, we got her. So now that this is done, I need to get the rear end out of here, and then I need to come up here and get the transfer case out. So it's going to be a lot of torching involved. Yep. Actually, I don't know if this is gonna want to pop right out of there. Nope.
Ooh, that cap. Save all that stuff.
I ain't saving those, you junk. I remember right, this is kind of a pain in the butt to get off here. It's kind of tight. And I remembered right. Bingo bango, baby. Well, apparently I need a 3/4 inch wrench. Alrighty guys, that's all I'm gonna do for today. I was gonna do some more, but I got some other stuff that I need to get done. And on top of that, that truck's old and rusty, and we just decided to spray everything down with some penetrating oil and kind of wait till tomorrow, and the bolts should come free, that much easier. And I'm gonna bring some more tools too. It's kind of unprepared today to do a lot of work because I usually bring my own tools with me out to my parents' house. Just easier to grab out of my truck. And then yeah, like I said, we'll just spray them down so they can soak overnight, and then we'll get back to ripping the parts out of it tomorrow. But I did want to take a minute and talk about my my equipment, my trucks and my loader, and just some of my equipment and why it isn't the nicest stuff out there. And when it comes right down to it, it's money. I don't have the money, and if you wonder why, next time you go to complain about somebody charging you X amount of dollars to perform whatever service, you should really think twice about complaining about that, because it costs a lot of money to run these operations. And then you got other companies coming in and undercutting other businesses and driving the overall price down of what things are worth. And it's just a real chore out there just to stay going day to day. I think over time, my equipment will evolve. I know it will, but last year I had X amount of dollars set aside and I needed a dump truck, so I went and I bought that dump truck, and it got me through 1 year. Was it worth it, or did I overpay? Yeah, I overpaid for it, but I got a year out of it, and now I need to go back to the drawing board and get something a little nicer. I feel like a lot of guys end up going in a lot of debt, and they become very payment poor, and that is not a good place to be when you have so many payments that you don't know how you're going to make your next payment, or you better have some work like this week because you got payments due next week. I'm just trying to grow really slowly and really methodically, and my equipment does work. It's pretty old, it's pretty crappy, some of it's nice, some of it's new. I got a mix of both. But a lot of people give me crap calling me an amateur because my equipment isn't that nice. And say what you want, I've said it before, it takes a lot to put yourself out there on the internet, but I do it every day, so your comments don't really bother me that much. I know what I have going for me, I know what my life is all about, and if you want to read into it in a different way and think that I'm an amateur or I'm not worth your time, that's fine. Go somewhere else. Don't even be here on my channel. But for the most part, I get a lot of love from you guys, and I sure do appreciate it. not that I really need to justify myself to you guys about my equipment or whatever, but you are gonna find a trend in my vlogs of things breaking, because they are not new, but it's, you know, I know how to work on stuff, so that's a bonus right there too, that I know how to work on this stuff and I don't need to hire it out. And that might be part of the reason too why I'm okay with having the older stuff, because I can fix it. But a reoccurring theme is equipment breakdowns on my channel. Eric, why don't you just go buy a new truck? Why don't you just go buy this? Why? Because I freaking can't. It's just not in the cards right now, and I'm sick of hearing it. You know, this truck that I'm driving right now is a 2004 Super Duty with 186,000 miles on it, which isn't a ton for a diesel, but you know, I would love to turn this truck into a fleet truck and go buy myself a brand new truck, but they're $70,000. I mean, I'm not doing that good, guys. I mean, I'm doing good, don't get me wrong, but I'm not doing $70,000 good for a brand new truck where I really am okay with making that $1,000 payment every month. I'm just not there. Maybe you are, and that's okay. That's cool. More power to you, but I am not. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna head home, get some stuff done. We'll pick up where we left off tomorrow on pulling that rear-ended transfer case out of there. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got a chuckle out of the unconventional way that I do things, but hey man, I'm all about easy. I don't have a lift to put it up in the air, so I'm just gonna flip it over and work on it. I think it's kind of funny anyways, but don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and just remember, tomorrow is a new day. Be creative and own it. You are beautiful, you are amazing, you are awesome. I freaking love you, and I'll see you next time.